Man, it has been one heck of a debut for José Riveiro in the CAF Champions League. His debut in the tournament, as he has already reached the knockout stages, which is what we like to call the business end of a tournament. You know how it is, wafa, anything can happen. Form goes out of the window. This is where it all goes down. The last date of the competition, 1st of April, it all kicks off. And Orlando Pirates, that's right, Amapagania, have drawn MC Alger. And will they keep the party going? The happy people are here to preview this game. CAF Champions League, MC Alger, first leg is in Algeria. We've already won there before. It's nothing new for us. Can they stop us? If we could beat Al Ahly away from home, then who's MC Alger? But of course, we're gonna have to find out. So, of course, in this match preview on the Happy People TV, we're going to go through the team news. We're going to go through the mental approach for Apagania going into this game. And then we're gonna have some predicted lineups, and we're gonna end off with the all-important score predictions. And I know ain't nobody wanna miss that, and I don't want to either. So before we kick that off, just say hello to my little friend and hit the like, hit the subscribe to be notified, and share Namapagania so we can grow the community. Don't go in advance. Hey, Taola Bafetu, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV Orlando Pirates fan channel. And it doesn't get bigger than this. Quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League, and Orlando Pirates have it all to do against MC Alger. I am your host KP, and I am joined by Mr. Coach for this preview, the technical director of the channel. Mr. Coach, how are you doing, my guy?
Brafan me, minangimnandi Brayami. Yeah, can't complain. Thank you very much. And yourself?
Nah, I'm all good. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm confident. I'm good. So we, you know how we usually do this. We're gonna go through the mental approach as a Paganeer for this game, and then we're gonna go into tactics, predicted lineup, and then the all important score prediction. So yeah, asibangene mfethu to MC Alger. Mental approach. Angitshele lapho mfethu.
Straight off the bat, na KB kyabanyaza. Yeah, I think if we approach this game with the intention of winning, you know, the same mentality and same mentality, same attitude as we went to go Cairo with, I think we'll be fine, man. Yeah, go there to show our level, and I am certain if all things considered, we're just measuring levels alone, I think we're a level above them. So yeah, we go there knowing our levels and going to fight for expressing our abilities. I think everything will be fine, man. We'll see ourselves in the semi-final very soon.
Okay, dog. Can you just summarize? Is it realistic to go into this game with the same attitude, or you know what? Cairo was a long time ago. What attitude is that?
Let's go win the game. It's a game we can win individually, and as a team we can win. So let's go play for a win. Let's go show our level. Play to score,
play for a win. Okay, cool. That is very interesting. For now, in terms of mental approach, I feel like we should give them a tad bit of respect. You know, the last thing I want is for us to disrespect them or not give them enough respect, and then now we are under pressure if they score 1 or 2, or if we don't take our chances. So in my opinion, that's my approach that I would go into the game with. Let's move into some team news. Any team news from our side in terms of fit players from the people who went on the international break? Is there anything?
We don't know about Tito. They didn't say anything, and we didn't see him in the recently released training camp. So I'm going to assume he's still out. Lepasa seems to have resumed full training, so I think he might be available. In the same training camp video, I saw Miguel Tim as well. He looks to be back training with the club. Obviously, it wasn't a pitch session, so I can't say for sure, but from what I was seeing in terms of the physical exercises, he looked like he was ready. And our breadwinner is at least available for selection, or it seems.
Available for selection, kanjani.
Or it seems. Do we know for sure that he didn't travel?
Yes, we know for sure that he didn't travel.
Oh, okay. How did you know that? I didn't know that, by the way.
I saw it somewhere on the internet.
We don't know for sure.
We know for sure that he didn't travel. We can find out. But we know for sure that he didn't travel, Mr. Coach.
Cool,
you know
this,
bro. Yes, it's journalism. I get no rigging. You saw it from Mickey Jr. and I think the person that I saw was taking it from him. And for me, that's a big claim to make, Usatsibi. Sure,
They've
might be
so
journalism.
many claims, KP, up to now. They have claimed that Salengwa Jima, they've claimed that Salengwa Khola 15,000. They've claimed all kinds of things. So for me, I would say has been reported, or I didn't travel, but until I see that match day squad, I don't know.
Or until you see the team news, but they probably won't cover anything of the sorts.
Saleng, who's Saleng in the team news?
Away, feed. And then let's talk about our opposition. Let's go into this. That's what I wanted it to be a little bit more involved, because it's a big game. A and B, it's unknown opposition. They don't play in our league or anything like that, so they are top of their log, né? With 20 games, 11 wins, 8 draws, 1 loss. I can tell you that in December they changed their coach. Their coach got fired in December. I believe he had a very bad record in the CAF, right? And then let's just look at the CAF form. The CAF form is I don't know what to say, but the CAF form is they played 6, 1, 2, drew 3, lost 1.
You're not laughing.
With 9, they went through 9 points. So yeah, Mr. Coach, or he on that club.
Okay, no, not necessarily. Obviously, that's banter. Mara, my point is that just another Algerian club. Nothing spectacular about them. Now, what's a Varak Basheva? You wanna Belouizdad maybe with 2 more points. How many points are they ahead of Belouizdad? That's all I'm seeing.
Ahead of Belouizdad, they're like 7 points ahead of them. But Belouizdad has lost 4. And they've only lost 1. Okay, here's what we can establish, especially for the viewers. I've shown you guys a couple of stats. Né? Those aren't all the stats, but I feel like they are the most important. Top of the league, many draws. CAF Batule number 2, more draws than wins, more draws than anything, right? So what kind of a club is a club that has so many draws, but is, in inverted commas, the best in their league or in their country, and then they still manage to go through in the CAF, and CAF is not easy. So what do I see when I look at this club? This club with so many draws and not too many losses, what I can say is that they're hard to beat, number one, obvious. But second of all, this is a kind of team that would rather draw and nick it somewhere or just draw, yeah. Nick it or draw. And then if they see that Ulahili, that's when they'll go for it. So if you look at the last couple of games also, né? Or the league games where they do win. So with a team like this that has so many draws, not expect if you look at the results or one of the draws, and that is not the case. Let me just change this view. So actually, if you guys look around here, how can I check out okay, Fede, the last game was a draw 2-2, but then when they do win 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, they lost 1-0 to Belouizdad in a cup game, and I also wanted to make a point about that. But 3-2, and then Boma 3-0. This is when the new coach was in still. So they do score goals when they do win, So it's not the kind of team, like I said, the stereotypical pragmatic team that's if we're gonna win, it's going to be 1-0 and we're never gonna concede, because they've even conceded more than I expect. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm not impressed, bro. For example, how many points are they on in their league?
Yeah, in the league, well, now they have they have thingy 41 points from 20 games, which in a normal league that puts you at number 4, 5.
I rest my case, KP. Honestly speaking, I'm not impressed, bro. The thing is, I saw Belouizdad, and I know Belouizdad is not too far of a level below them. I won't lie. Now, I didn't see too much of Alger's play, and even Mr. Nolo, final channel shout out. We shouldn't look at this game as though it's a foregone conclusion. All I'm saying is that if an Orlando Pirates team and Nete shows up, we honestly should be looking at them the same way we look at Sekhukhune or Cape Town City. Yes, they're a Champions League side because they're playing in the Champions League, but even their Champions League form has not been that impressive. 20 games played, 11 draws. Come on, KB.
Okay, Mr. Coach, this is an Orlando Pirates fan channel. You are not impressed. You are not convinced by them, Unana Robaja, and so your sentiment is Gubu, right?
It's the team I asked for, by the way, in this round in the first place.
Yes, this is the team I also asked, I wanted them. So manje, just for the viewers that want to know what's going to happen with Orlando Pirates. Or you are in the what do they call this thing? Where tactical board, Donald Jose, Nalebo Bunto, the fitness guy and everybody, you are in there with the technical stuff. The game tape. What is it that we need to just make sure, Horai Kavara, in terms of this team? Is it a team that we can destroy down the middle? Do we have to watch out what's going on out wide? Do we only have to look at our normal weaknesses, or is there something that they can exploit that they exploit with other teams, so on and so forth? What do we have to watch out for?
I'm looking at it a little bit differently than I look at other games in terms of previewing them. Normally, going into any other match, I'm looking at covering and fixing our weaknesses. And normally, if we have our weaknesses covered and we're playing at our best, there's very little analysis that matters when it comes to a position, except for when you're playing a team like Sundowns and Al-Ahly, let's say the top 10 in Africa. So I don't regard Alger as that kind of team. So in that sense,
carry on.
In that sense, what I am thinking more is they're probably spending a lot more time and resources researching and analyzing our gameplay in order to capitalize on our issues and make it work to their advantage. So first things first, I think we have to first make sure that we cover our bases in terms of our weaknesses, which aren't too many. I think our biggest issue this season has been that right hand side channel at the back between Van Rooyen and the right center back, and losing the ball cheaply and being open to transitions. And so they are a team that kind of can attack with a lot of speed. They don't have a lot of outlets in Fetcher. The top goal scorer is a center back, so they kind of rely on a route one kind of play. They're position-based side, but in terms of attacking, they really want to move over to their left-hand side and then kind of go back into a route one kind of thing. They're a moments team, if you will. So let me just say this. If I'm looking at playing against a team like Cape Town City and Sekhukhune, which is honestly how I see this MC Alger, what I want to do is do what we do right and nullify them. So, like I said, I assume they'll be doing a lot of research. I think as long as we vary our play, if we step out of our regular 4-2-3-1 and do something different, maybe something like what we did against Sundowns, they don't have it anyway in their plans to deal with that kind of thing. And already in that case, we'll have the edge. So I think normally in a preview would analyze the opposition and their threats and their target men. But I think in this game, if anything, what we want to do is put a little bit of variation in our style and how we approach the game. Something they can't plan ahead for, and I think we'll get the job done. Definitely in Algeria, because I expect them to be very resolute and very boring and defensive when they come to Orlando. So they'll be most open. Go riding, go Algeria, and that's where our gaps will be, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's something, because you were very up and down in that analysis, eh? But at the end of the day, what I can say is that I see them as a Stellenbosch type side. The kind of team that against other teams, when they are the big dogs, they are going to attack. They're going to use their danger man by exister. They are not pragmatic towards everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Will they look at us and be like, yeah, I think with these guys, we have to, like you said, like you were saying, they're going to be using all their resources to see how they can stop Orlando Pirates. For them, it's about stopping Orlando Pirates, and they'll be like, well, obviously,
catching them out, yeah.
They will be saying to themselves, well, our best opportunity to win will be at home. So in that sense, they're most likely going to just try to play their game, especially with a new coach. I believe we must watch out in conceding silly fouls. In dangerous areas, they will be practicing those set pieces. They will be practicing them, especially with us. With us, we don't look like the kind of team that really cares about defending set pieces. It's just about, will Chain have a good game? And then another thing I can say is that it's a cup game. So I just liken them to Stellenbosch. So I think the most important thing that I should be pointing out in terms of this comparison is Stellenbosch scoring. Stellenbosch, if you've noticed, we find it very hard to beat them in the league. But a cup game is a different game. I don't know if anybody has noticed that a game against Stellenbosch, especially the Pirates against Stellenbosch in the league and Pirates against Stellenbosch in the cup, are two different things. I expect that from this team too. I expect them definitely in the first leg to go try and toe-to-toe us. And it will be up to us on whether we can. And plus, the stadium is sold out from Khale. So that will definitely give them that motivation of, we can't allow them to be this excited and then we pour it out here and pour it out there. So yeah, I am expecting them to definitely come out. So with that said, yeah, us, like I said, we just need to keep it clean, keep it pragmatic. Don't concede too many silly free kicks. Don't lose the ball in silly places, but also don't try and half ground them until activity. Yeah. So I think first things first, try stun them when they don't know what a cocomelon feels like.
First 5 minutes.
First 5 minutes. Let's try stun them in the first 5 minutes. Yeah. So with that said, I think I'm satisfied with the way we have tried to suss them out so far. In the comments, if you guys know anything, seen anything, heard anything, please, would like to know what you guys think. Sharp. So I think this would be a very good time to move on to our predicted formations. Yeah, let's start with mine and click. Yeah, I went with the formation similar to the one against Sundowns, especially because of our defensive issues, right? And yeah, I think it's well balanced with SBC at the central back position, Ogie having enough cover and help around him, especially from the CDMs, and then TLP in the TLP position there. And then going forward, I have Hoto and Van Rooyen in the wing-back areas. We know that what they provide there, except I want to see Van Rooyen sitting a bit. You did say the left-hand side is dangerous, and it also our right-hand side is vulnerable. So I would like to see Van Rooyen chillanyana fella, just, and then with Makaula to help him on that side. That's going to be big. That's going to be big. And then Tito in the central attacking position. And then I'm actually going for the same front two as the last time, Mahopa and Mufokeng. Any thoughts on that, or should we just jump straight to yours?
Yeah, let's jump straight, man. I think that's a dope formation that could work.
Cool. I don't know why you were disappearing. Okay, yeah. Now, yeah, Confeto, I'm looking at yours. Similar formation. Care to explain it?
Yeah, it's very similar. And I think, I don't know if it's for the same reason, but the reason I went with something like this is that we've played only one match this season like that. No analyst is going to expect this unless they'll have it as a maybe they'll play like this, but I don't think they'll expect that as well. And it just brings the right number of surprises, in my opinion. The back three makes me confident in not conceding to them, as long as they don't make any silly mistakes. With the back three and Makaula there as that link between him, between our defense and midfield, I think will be perfect. Even in defense, we'll be very solid with him playing there. The only difference, I guess, in our lineups is that you went for Tito. I think for me, Tito, fit or unfit, I'm still starting Kamfukeng and Mabasa and Mahopa up front. My reason is that I want to have the option to make game-changing changes type of thing. I want to have Tito as an option. I want to have Jamin as an option. I want to have Nkota as an option. I toyed with having Hoto, but it's fine. Hoto can play 300 minutes. So yeah, for me, this is something they won't expect. Look, one thing for sure is that they will put most of their resources on Mofokeng on the left-hand side. So moving him into the middle already kind of toys with that. Mahopa will keep them busy.
Yes.
This is the game. This is the game for Mahopa. Oh, Disteba Hood. And I want to see him and Mabosa play up front, bro, because I don't expect goals from Mahopa. But if he's run down that channel on the right hand side and he has Mabasa as a pullback option or a square ball option, I think we are that much more likely to score a goal. And if that doesn't work out, you just pull off Mahopa and got the fresh legs, pace. They won't be able to do that. So, yeah, for the most part, for me, this is nice in terms of a curveball to the analysis. This hasn't been how we set up, and it gives us options coming off the bench, and it frees up Mofokeng to do his thing. So, yeah, I think honestly, if we go out set up like this, we shouldn't have any problem coming back with a win. Honestly, I want to go there and win, come back to Orlando with a draw being enough to get through. So I think this formation can get us there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. No, I like the formation obviously because it's the same as mine. The only thing I'm kind of worried about, right, is to if you actually look beyond the midfield or beyond the back, what is it, back three to back seven, right?
Yeah,
call it a back seven. Basically, from behind
look at Mbasa most of midfield, but faded, yeah.
From behind Mufking, or Mufking going forward. Actually, I don't see enough ball possession on
our side.
Mahopa, I don't see him as a ball possession player. I don't see Mabasa as a ball possession player. Coco Melon is the only ball possession, somebody that I can trust to keep the ball over there. So all I was saying is that your northern hemisphere of your formation doesn't have enough balance.
Well, don't look at it as like we have only three players up front. Remember what the back three does for us, and we're not playing against two dangerous sides. So what the back three allows us, and Makaola, who can basically become a fourth centre back, Van Rooyen can do his thing in peace this time around. Well, that's how I set up. I set up knowing that because of the way that's set up, if we're taking on the right hand side, Van Rooyen, I expect him to burst on that right hand side and link up Lemahopa. And in terms of turnover position, Makaola can very easily slot into that right hand position and cover Van Rooyen. Same thing on the left hand side. If Hoto can go all the way on the left hand side, yes, Hotoke Engine, he can cover himself, but there's also TLB and Mbata can recover, which he does really well. In general, Mbata.
Within 5 minutes. Who was wrong?
Here, I can score any time of the game because remember, Van Rooyen and Lee Hoto turn us into a front five in attack. And when we're back in
front five, Rob.
Numbers, baby. Remember, what we're trying to do is overloads where we can. And what Mahopa and Van Rooyen on the right hand side give us an overload with Mofokeng lurking in the middle for the link-up play. Same thing on the left. I've got...
Not enough link-up play is what I'm trying to say, actually.
I disagree, but hey.
I've got a link-up play. You know,
it's a game of opinions.
It's a game of opinions, and I'm disappointed in your lineup here. It looks like everybody's injured when I'm looking, at this line. But if you're going to tell me you want to surprise them off the bench, I accept. But I can't take surprising them off the bench on one hand and then score within 5 minutes on the other hand.
No, bro, wait a second. It's not just about surprising them off the bench. It's about having that as an option. But if these were the players that were going to play 90 minutes for me, I still am very confident in being able to get a goal. Remember,
No. It doesn't smell good enough, Mr. Coach.
I've got 3 players there up front that can cause an issue. And I can have...
you've got like 2.
Who? Which 2?
The other one causes issues defensively, not in an attacking one. Mahopa
got 2 assists against Sundowns. What do you mean, bro?
Yeah, but he was assisting to Mofokeng, and it's not the kind of goal that we usually score. But what I'm just trying to say is that Mahopa, sharp. You need a passing player to be the third person there, or a link up, or I can 1-2 with you. You can drop deep sometimes. So if you are saying Mahopa and Mofokeng are going to be playing with each other, I don't know if that's enough. Obviously, from the last game, we saw those 2 goals. Sure, let's not forget there were also defensive errors, those goals. Let's not forget that.
I'm looking at this for what it is, honestly.
Yeah. No, it's fine, Mr. Coach. We can go back and forth forever with this one.
Yes, we can.
And it's just so sad that this squad will never be picked.
No.
So that it can lose, so I can tell you, wow, what?
It's a game of FIFA, Praga. Resolve.
Okay. Pagania versus Pagania. Alright, Bafetu. That is our formations that we'll pick. Please don't mind, or don't be afraid to get into the comments and tell us how you would set up with your tactical nous in this very, very important game away from home on the 1st of April. The 1st of April. Hey, please, guys, don't forget, there will be a watch along for that game. Tune in. Mr. Coach, the time has come. It is score prediction time. How do you see this one going?
2-1.
2-1 Orlando Pirate. Favor? Alright, cool. I like the 2-1 actually. I feel like it's going, if it's gonna be 2-1, I actually see it being the kind of 2-1 that we had against Sundowns. 2 early goals. They toil the rest of the game, and set piece one at least. Yeah.
I said 2-1 out of respect. You don't want to know my real.
Let's hear your real. Which one are you putting your money on?
I'm putting my money on 2-1. But
okay.
Give minimum, I think we'll get a little bit more than that.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, in a nutshell, to summarize coach's opinion in this year match preview, I'm in Angkwali.
Respect, Mr. Coach. Respect, Mr. Coach. Well, you were honest, and I can only commend you for that. Sure. Which means, Nani, in the comments, please also be honest. What do you think the score will be? Are we coming back? Sizobuya now. Algeria. Yeah, not get a 2-1, fella. Like I said, I'm seeing it as a 2-1. It's Sundowns. 2 early goals. Isn't formation how, but isn't how. But yeah, 2-1, 2 early goals, and then they fight for the rest of the half or for the rest of the game, and they might punyuga with one set piece. Yeah, that's how I see it going. Oh, dude. Yeah. Tunisia, we're going in. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you have reached this part of the show, then I'm definitely expecting you to put in your score prediction and type there your score prediction, and then after that, you'll type out coach Washanyo. Coach is crazy and your score prediction if you made it this far. All right, danko, my friends. Danko.